There are standards that are imposed upon us, like you're prettier if you're light-skinned.
Since I was younger, I also considered being lighter as a form of beauty. So I used to think of myself as being ugly because I was dark-skinned.
Females hated on me for it a lot. Guys, though, particularly would always point out that they liked the fact that I was light-skinned and I had red hair. So it was always based off of skin complexion in a way.
If I had a choice between a dark-skinned girl or a light-skinned girl, I would choose a light-skinned girl because I feel like a light-skinned girl is in between. You know what I mean? Like, if the girl is dark, then she's dark, and then you have a white girl. If the girl is white, she's white. But if you have a light-skinned girl, that's in between. I'd rather have one that's in between.
You know, dark-skinned women, I don't really like dark-skinned women. Like, they look funny beside me. So, you know, I'd rather not date a dark-skinned woman.
You rather a light-skinned girl?
Yeah, light-skinned pretty girl, long hair, don't care.
It's frightening that they have this kind of negative, critical attitude towards black females who aren't of light complexion or straight. It's the essence of the slave mentality, and nobody's in their home teaching them about this. And even athletes and movie stars who have the chance to say things, they're silent often in terms of this issue. So it's not clear how these young men's consciousness will be raised. It's frightening, but it's important that black women don't become victims of thinking that if they don't look a certain way that they are inferior or less than. So you can't depend on a black man liberating you from that.
I knew people who actually went out there and got, bleaching cream and everything. They actually laid in the tub, poured capfuls of bleach into it just so they could see if their skin would get lighter.
So Jenna, you are what? Tell us what your mix is.
I am black and white. I'm biracial.
Okay, so you're black and white, biracial.
But I only claim the white side.
You only claim the white side?
Yeah.
Jenna,
there's a difference between looking black and you don't have to be black. I'm not just black. I am white too. I don't just only show my white side.
Yeah,
or my black side. I mean,
tell me about black people and what they mean to you and how you feel about black people.
I don't care for them. I really don't.
What color do you see when you look in the mirror? I'm not talking about spiritually, figuratively, inside. I'm talking about with your eyes when you look in the mirror.
I would love to see white.
But what do you see?
I see black.
Okay. So tell me why you would love to see white. Tell me what makes you upset.
Because they have a higher standard in America. They are
higher standard. Okay.
Yeah. Or if I was even just lighter skinned, I would just have a higher, a higher personality. I don't want to say personality, but I would have a higher being. I would be more important. I'd be more accepted in the way I live my life.
I mean, I love dark-skinned women, I can't lie. I cannot lie. Another reason why I can't see myself with a light-skinned woman is because I want dark babies. I want my babies to look like pharaohs, or like queens, and they not gonna look like that if they light-skinned, just me, my opinion. Light-skinned women, you have to give more of yourself and be somebody else sometimes with light-skinned women.
To me, more dark-colored women, they do have low self-esteem to a certain extent than light-skinned women. Because light-skinned women feel like they're more closer to white, so they feel they're special.
I actually like browner skinned people, but I don't like
I think it was really funny. And then I realized, these are real people.
Right.
So, I don't know. But then light-skinned guys ask for it when they do it.
I got all the light bright jokes, the mixed blood jokes, I mean, I wasn't safe from any of the skin jokes. I was able to kind of brush it off. I don't know how, but I mean, not childs, but like young adolescents, they're really like cruel, and I just kind of was able to realize that early on and kind of brush it off, and like what kids say isn't really true, and kids are pretty mean.
I don't think I'm personally soft.
Right.
But I'm not the fighting type, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm not trying to knock anybody out. Not a problem solver, but I don't think it's accurate. Everybody's different. I mean, you don't have to be a certain picture to be that person.
Stray away from light-skinned guys just because of the stereotype they're associated with, which is kind of wrong because not all light-skinned guys act like that, but I feel like they're just so hyped and so gassed that like I just don't want anything to do with that. But if I do meet a lighter skinned guy and we hit it off and it's cool, like cheers.
I mean, it bothers me. I hear guys a lot now like, oh, you act light skinned. So it's like it's kind of a shame that we're in this generation and people still categorize people and stereotype them based off of the skin complexion. Like a guy, if he's tough, he's dark skinned. Like I feel like all of that should be diminished by now. But
it's so irritating when people are trying to say like you're not black enough. How are you to say like just because someone's lighter than you that they're not as black as you are? They still have the same heritage. They still might have some of the same things that they grew up with, culturally. So I don't understand who's to say someone's black enough or not black enough.
I definitely hate that conversation and like the whole like light skin, dark skin thing, because at the end of the day, like Spanish, whatever you are, like you're still a minority and we're kind of all in the same pool. So we need to kind of stop pointing the finger at each other and try to figure out ways to better ourselves as a unit.
I think it's the dumbest thing ever. I feel like white people look at us and laugh. Like that's what slavery stemmed from, and we still let it control us. For the people that do support it, like you're ignorant and you are the people that are deteriorating our race. Like we got bigger battles to fight, like let the petty stuff go. Like she can't help that she's part Cherokee, so she came out a little lighter, and she can't help that, her family was straight from Liberia and she came out a little darker. Like we got bigger things to worry about than skin tone.
Evils. I think it's another one of black people not being able to identify with who they are and how they fit in American culture. I think it's silly. I think it should be stopped. I think people should be informed because it is an actual problem and it can get worse.
Sometimes we are afraid to really talk about the stuff that we really need to talk about. I think what would make the relationship better with black men and women if they would just take the time to have honest communications. And I think sometimes we just don't.